They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that.
Black Lives Matter is like a warm water, it's a hot shower, and White Lives Matter is a closed shower. The funny thing about woke culture is like, woke culture is not really woke like that.
I was like, wait a minute, what did you just let him say? I want to sit back and say I'm irresponsible for letting it go.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? You know, Ye's name's been popping up on almost every news outlet that you could name. His appearance during the Paris Fashion Week, as well as his follow-up comments on the BLM movement, quickly amassed wide publicity and a lot of negative feedback. Matters became even more serious after his recent N.O.R.E. interview at Drink Champs got deleted, and Ye went off on N.O.R.E. because of it. You probably already know just how big of a reaction Ye provoked with his show, speech, and outfit in Paris. His opening of the new Yeezy 9 season caused more drama than any of his premieres before. This time around, Ye was very political and pretty open about his worldview. See, Ye had the guts to show up in front of the people in that hall, and more importantly, all the cameras that were filming him for those around the world to see and say his opinion. Ye wore a sweatshirt with a White Lives Matter label and spoke about the future of his fashion endeavor. But what even angered more people was the fact that he made a lot of black models walk the runway wearing the clothes with the same sign. What most folks took away from that night was his choice to show up wearing a sweatshirt, which clearly diminishes the BLM movement. In the eyes of the mainstream media, Ye lost all his reputation. However, then there are a few media outlets that disagree and actually think that Ye is up to something with his latest scandal. Some believe Ye is on a mission to free our minds and make us think for ourselves. That's what most of his fans believe too. To get a better understanding of the whole situation, we gotta say a few more things about the famous interview from Drink Champs that got taken off the internet literally one day after its upload. The first quarter of this 3.5-hour interview paved way for Ye to vent and let his thoughts run free about the political landscape of today's USA, as well as the hardships of his recent past in terms of his business and his image in the news. Ye also came out with some controversial ideas. One of them was the fact that he believes that there's more to the story of how George Floyd died and what the BLM movement represents. See, Ye based his argument somewhat on the Candace Owens documentary, trying to tell the world that George's death, as well as the whole movement that came about after his passing, isn't what the media wants us to believe. According to Owens, and then Ye afterward, there are a lot of things that weren't addressed in the official story. For example, he thinks Floyd's death wasn't completely caused by a police officer, but also because of fentanyl. Or how the same people who started the BLM movement stole hella cash and got away with it.
They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. It's in the documentary.
This part of the interview and the part where Ye speaks about how Jews own almost all US media was what made RIZZLE think again about having the interview up and running. They just had to take it down because it brought a lot of negative comments and probably much more. Ye also received most of the negative criticism exactly because of these comments. However, his fans believe that it wasn't right. The media is twisting his words and putting words in his mouth that he never uttered. Okay, he did not state that George Floyd took the fentanyl himself. He stated they hit him with the fentanyl. People hear what they want to hear, not that far in, but so far what is being said actually makes sense to me. One of his supporters believes that he is in the right and that he should all appreciate what is happening right now. Ye is making a huge sacrifice in order to shed some light on important knowledge about the music world and politics too. Much respect to Ye, I admit I used to think he was crazy based on what the media portrayed, but after listening to a couple of his interviews, I can truly say that I admire, respect, and understand him. But N.O.R.E. wasn't thinking the same. Not only did he take the interview down, but he also apologized to everyone about what happened during the show. N.O.R.E. felt responsible because he kept quiet and didn't interrupt Ye while he was talking about Floyd, even though he disagreed about what was being said. N.O.R.E. sent a message to all those who he disappointed and said,
I want to say that I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I can sit there, I can say, yo, you know, that's only Kanye West, and it's only what he said, but I have a responsibility when I have an audience. when I watched myself, I was embarrassed. I was like, wait a minute, what did you just let him say? I want to sit back and say I'm irresponsible for letting it go.
This kind of response wasn't met lightly by the general public. People feel like he did it just to cut himself loose from the media outrage and possibly even keep his job. He works in the media industry and knows that even the slightest mistake could cost you your job. N.O.R.E ain't sorry about anything except the backlash he's receiving. Everybody gangster until they have to fight the system, then they're sorry. Ye saw his apology and understood it. Recently, he did another interview where he talked a bit more about what happened after his infamous Drink Champs interview. During this 5-minute interview, Ye explains some of the things that he said during the interview, spoke on N.O.R.E and the position that he found himself in, and he briefly went back on some of the important points that he made even during the interview with N.O.R.E. See, Kanye isn't mad at him. He understands him if nothing else, and he knows that not everyone is willing to sacrifice their position and career by talking poorly about the people who run the show. As a matter of fact, N.O.R.E was one of the few people who gave him a platform to begin with. This is what he said about him.
N.O.R.E is a good guy. Everybody back up off of N.O.R.E. This is like he was giving a platform, right? Which no one does. There's no free thought anymore.
That brings us to Ye's next point. There's no free thinking anymore. People who know stuff and could speak up about them are either afraid to do it or they're paid to keep quiet. That's what Ye said.
Have to look in and be willing to challenge things, not just take what the media has fed us.
And the culture, it isn't as woke as most folks want to believe. He thinks most of us are comfortable in our little bubble of lies.
I feel like Black Lives Matter is like a warm water, it's a hot shower, and White Lives Matter is a closed shower. The funny thing about woke culture is like, woke culture is not really woke like that. A lot of times people, they would rather just exist inside of the pain of a lie than deal with the harsh realities of the truth.
It's obvious that the media who owns and control everything doesn't want you to think they're bad folks. Ye's not doing anything new, he's just doing hard things and is saying what he believes to be the truth. That is precisely why he believes the media talks poorly about him, diminishes his hard work, and won't call him a tycoon, billionaire, or businessman. Rather, he's always portrayed as just a rapper and nothing more. Ye believes that this is their way of restricting him to attain more power over what the people believe. Also, Ye legally changed his name, yet people don't respect that and still call him Kanye West, especially people of high influence. Ye just wants to change the world that we live in today. He wants black people to start owning businesses, sports clubs, record labels, fashion brands, and unlike most people who fight for the same thing, he leads by example. He really is one of the richest black people in history, as he so often brags. Ye also came at Peter Rosenberg from Hot 97, DJ Academics, and Charlemagne the God from The Breakfast Club. Ye would like to hear more people stand up and fight the system in the same fashion that he does. Will anyone follow in his footsteps? We're still waiting to see. Not many people have what it takes to go all the way and show no regrets at the same time. But what y'all think about Ye's comments on N.O.R.E? You think N.O.R.E should have apologized, or you think he actually did the right thing? Let us know what you think about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, make sure to check out this next one. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button. And as always, you and yours, you better keep it RIZZLE RIZZLE.